been there for a while. Well, let's look into the Word. And it's a subject that I have visited before. The Lord brings it back to me. My son gave me 3 months of Spotify for Christmas. Okay, so I started it January 1st. So I got all of January and all of February and all of March with Spotify. I don't know if you know what Spotify is. It's an online streaming music service. Okay, where you can go to the Spotify website, to the app that you have to install on the computer, and play any music you can think of. Play the whole album. Play the whole album. If you hear one song that you like from some group, go to Spotify and listen to the whole album. It's interesting, and if you're a music lover, it's very interesting. Okay, and so I've been having fun with that. And it came to mind, this is a music artist that I used to get a little kick out of when I was a teenager. Frank Zappa. I don't know if you're familiar with Frank Zappa.
Yep.
His stuff is kind of crazy. Okay, and as I listen to it now, I said, how in the world did this guy ever become famous? Okay, but it just came to mind, oh yeah, that's somebody I haven't heard in decades. I should go to Spotify and look up that old album that we used to enjoy back in maybe 1972 or something like that, you know. And I pulled it up. I was going to listen to a certain song, and the Holy Spirit said to me, "It's filthy." Oh, I didn't remember that. Okay, I'm just having fun being nostalgic. But the Holy Spirit said it very clearly. He didn't say, don't listen to that. He just said, it's filthy. And I was intrigued by his terminology. Okay? He didn't say that's a bad song. You know, because that has to be identified. That has to be explained. I think his explanation was quite thorough. 2 words. And the scripture came to mind. And I put it on the back of the bulletin. February's memorable message. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, there's that word, let him be filthy still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his, as his work should be. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Blessed are they which do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter through the gates into the city. Amen. And from that little encounter I had with the Lord, he started speaking to my heart, and I'm explaining where the word came from, as I'm always listening and asking the question, Lord, what do you say? What do you say? can come up with a sermon, no problem, Lord, but what do you say? And we have today's word. The idea of clean and unclean. Pray with me for a moment. Father, help me to speak this under your anointing. Lord, illuminate my thoughts as you did, Lord, when putting this together. Father, we thank you. We need you. In Jesus' name. Amen. Now, one of the things I've seen is that God sees things and people and their activities as either clean or unclean. And I'm so thankful that we have Jesus who covers our sins. But he wants us to learn to distinguish between the clean and the unclean. And I want us to really come to think along these lines. Not just Christian good or Christian bad. Because that can mean too many different things. But clean versus the unclean. And I see that in the Old Testament, God was busy trying to establish that point that this is something that he wants his people to learn. In Ezekiel chapter 44, he says, no priest, he's giving these guidelines, no priest is to drink wine when he enters the inner court. He must not marry widows or divorced women. They may marry only virgins of Israelite descent or widows of priests. They are to teach my people the difference. Now get this. They are to teach my people the difference between the holy and the common, and show them how to distinguish between the unclean and the clean. Now that word in Hebrew for unclean, talmeh, it means defiled or polluted. And it opens up a whole nother set of questions. The idea of things being defiled or things being polluted. God wants us to know the difference. Because I've seen too often that Christian folks don't know the difference between things that are clean and unclean, things that are undefiled and things that are. And our lives can be a mishmash of both. And these things this kind of stuff helps us to remain in immaturity. The things that we entertain ourselves with, and I think that's where a lot of it comes from, but not all, because much of it comes from attitudes. But again, a lot of it comes from what we entertain ourselves with. Your favorite TV shows, are they clean or unclean? Okay? And the idea is, what are you feeding your spirit upon? It's not just that, Jesus doesn't want me to watch that. It's way beyond that. It's about, what are we feeding our spirits upon? Now, Jesus, we just celebrated Christmas, the birth of the Christ child, so on and so forth. Jesus came to earth for a reason. And we see in Isaiah 64, verse 6, the reason all of us have become like one who is unclean, and all our righteous acts are like filthy rags. We all shrivel up like a leaf, and like the wind our sins sweep us away. Jesus came that to die on the cross, to be that one great sin sacrifice, to make us right and acceptable before the Father. To lift us out of sin, as it says in Hebrews, that he has rescued us from the dominion of darkness, that we might be clean. It says in Colossians chapter 1, once you were alienated from God and were enemies in your minds because of your evil behavior. But now he has reconciled you by Christ's physical body through death, Jesus' death on the cross, to present you holy in his sight, without blemish and free from accusation. In other words, clean. Clean. And the point I want you to get out of this is that we're so thankful for Jesus coming and dying for our sins. The sin makes us spiritually unclean. Okay, now let me hammer that home a little bit. Sin is not just bad. Okay, we know that. Okay, but why is it bad? Or one of the many reasons why it's bad is that sin makes us spiritually unclean. And spiritually unclean is offensive to our holy God. Spiritually unclean is contaminated. And let's look at this thing of spiritually unclean. Luke chapter 4, verse 32, talking about the people being amazed at Jesus' teaching. And they were amazed at his teaching, for his word was with authority and ability and weight and power. Now, in the synagogue, there was a man who was possessed by a foul spirit. And I want you to get that word, and I emphasize that. I changed the color of it here. A foul spirit. And that word there in the Greek for foul, it means impure. It means lewd, unclean, by the foul spirit of a demon. And he cried out in a loud, deep, and terrible cry. Again, this is the Amplified I'm reading from. And they said, let us alone. What have you to do with us? What have we in common, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? We know who you are, the Holy One of God. Sometimes in the New Testament, demons are referred to as unclean spirits. Okay, now, don't miss that. The idea of spiritually unclean. It is very much akin to the demonic. Okay, and that's one of the things that we fail to see as we deal with things that are unclean in our daily lives. I want us to understand the true nature of something that is spiritually unclean. The true nature. What does spiritual contamination look like? Well, again, it's more than just, as I said, things like things that we entertain ourselves with. That is a common mode for the unclean being ministered right into Christian homes and households. And I almost stepped in that myself. Okay, the Holy Spirit said, that's unclean. I didn't even turn it on yet. That's filthy. I said, oh, I guess I shouldn't mess with that. Galatians chapter 5. Paul is talking. He says, the acts of the sinful nature are obvious. Okay? And then he goes on to give you the laundry list of what the Holy Spirit is saying to him. Sexual immorality. Okay, and I give you these things because these things are unclean. Sexual immorality, impurity and debauchery. Debauchery is gross sexual immorality, where you throw, where a person throws their sexuality just to the dogs. And orgies and the like. Idolatry and witchcraft. Hatred and discord and jealousy and fits of rage and selfish ambition and dissension, faction. You know, the idea of hatred. I have seen so much hatred recently since the presidential election. Amen. Oh my goodness. Yep. Hatred. Incredible. Discord. Fits of rage. And this is one of the things that helps me understand that what is unclean can simply be attitudes, not necessarily behaviors. I understand these things, and as I see the Lord working in my own life, I will confess. You say confession is good for the soul. I will confess that from time to time I still go to look for something and go to reach for it here in the building, and it's not there. So where in the world is it? It's just one more thing I'm finally missing that Jerome stole. Okay? You know what I'm talking about? I say, the guy who robbed the church on a number of occasions, Jerome Bradford. And I guess for me, I find that it did not help me to find his name. I can go right to Otis and look up his picture, and he's locked up right now. Because it gave me a target for my anger. And good old Pastor Bill, who tries to be nice to everybody, gets angry from time to time. Okay? I do. And the Lord is still working on me. And I would find myself saying, that Jerome, that no good. The Lord said, don't go there. Don't go there. And I'm realizing that he's teaching me to be clean. Okay? He is. Look at verse 20. Idolatry and witchcraft and hatred, discord, and jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions and factions. That's, isn't that political? Republican versus Democrats, socialists, and so on and so forth, factions. Everybody pointing at each other, you people, you dirty people. Don't get caught up in that mess. And verse 21, and envy, and drunkenness, and orgies, and the like. And I warn you, as I did before, that those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God. They will not inherit the kingdom of God. The main way that I see spiritual uncleanliness spread on a large scale today is through attitude. Therefore, that's why the Lord is teaching you to guard your heart. And sexual immorality. It is everywhere, and it is betrayed before our eyes. It is portrayed before our eyes constantly. And we have become a sexually preoccupied society where everything is sexy. They try to sell ice cream is sexy. Okay? Use the right toothpaste because it's sexy. It's amazing. And sex in its proper context is a wonderful thing. I say in its proper, God-given context. It edifies and bears many blessings. And sex in the wrong context contaminates and bears many consequences. Again, that word for unclean is defiled and polluted. The unclean contaminates. Learn to see things in the culture around you as clean or unclean. Learn to recognize this so that you can avoid being contaminated. And that's why the Holy Spirit is one of the reasons the Holy Spirit spoke to me when I was getting ready to pull up some Frank Zappa on Spotify. He, being my Heavenly Father, being a good parent, was trying to spare me from being contaminated. things that are spiritually unclean, again, will contaminate your spirit. I know I said that a couple times earlier, but it bears repeating. They will contaminate your spirit. And when your spirit is contaminated, you have a hard time praying. When your spirit is contaminated, it's hard to reach in to God and hear His Holy Spirit. It is. And remember how this unclean is defined. It is defined as impure. And here's a good example. Your spirit is like, we'll call it like this water. And it is, you see the water's clear, it's drinking water. I've drank half the bottle. And I use this, my spirit, to reach up and touch God and hear Him and see how He leads me. Now, it is necessary for me to be able to see clearly here, okay? My spirit has to remain clean and pure. All right, now, what if I fill this with dirt? Put a bunch of dirt in the bottle, shook it up, and now you can't see through it because it's mud. It has been contaminated and polluted. Now I can't see through it. Okay? Lord, where are you? The Lord says, I'm still right here. What's your problem? You have contaminated your spirit. And if you find yourself there, go into repentance and say, Lord, forgive me. If you've contaminated your spirit with the wrong attitude, because those people got on your nerves, whoever they are, and you found animosity rising up in your heart that you had to choke back down, these are the sorts of things that contaminate. And again, I spoke of our entertainment. The junk that's on TV a lot today. And things that have witchcraft in it and things that are animated. You know, they really try to slip a lot of dirty stuff to you by making it in a cartoon form. Have you noticed that? Years ago, when I was a kid, I was into comic books. And one of the comic books that I would read was Archie comic books. And the whole setting was in Riverdale. And they have come out with a new TV series that is pretty raunchy. And this ain't your comic book Archie. Scream Queens. There's a show called Lucifer where this guy is actually the devil. And in the show, that he looks to heaven and blasphemes. Tells God how miserable he is. It's just unclean. And it's just TV in America. Now, the last thing in the world I want to do is stand here and start preaching against TV. Okay? because that's missing the point. That's legalism. And Lord knows I hate legalism. I hate it. Legalism in the church, just, I find that it angers me. What I'm talking about is us having a relationship with Him so that He leads us and guides us, so that you hear from Him. You are able to distinguish between the clean and the unclean because of your relationship with Him, because of the sensitivity of your spirit. And I bless you in the name of Jesus right now to have that sensitivity in your hearts and minds and spirits to the Holy Spirit, so that you'll be able to tell. Okay? You'll be able to hear. The Lord says, steer clear of that. He's not trying to spoil your fun. He's just trying to keep you from getting messed up again. Okay? One more time. It says He leads us, Psalm 23, that He leads us in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. He leads us beside still waters. He leads us into purity. One of the things I put on that slide is the big thing in the middle, parental advisory, explicit lyrics. Man, there is some music out there today is like, what? They actually put that in a song and shout it repeatedly? Some of the rap music is vile beyond belief. Okay? I told you how I like to go to the barbershop because I like the haircut I get. And it's my opportunity to associate, rub shoulders with people who aren't saved. And sometimes I walk in there and they're playing some YouTube video on the wall. On the big screen on the wall. And the things that they're doing on the video and saying repeatedly, it's like, whoa! There's enough to, if there was a wind to it, it would blow your hair back. And sometimes I say, hey, man, y'all need to do something about this stuff on the wall here because this is vile. And they turn it off. Okay? What if I walked in here with with little kids to get a haircut? I said, come on, y'all. You know, something I gotta get on a little bit. And they okay, Pastor. Turn it down. Turn it off. Change the video. I mean, okay, this is me and the ongoing saga. But I bring that up just simply because some of the stuff that's out there, and the beat is cool, and the stuff, the things that would initially catch our ears is good, but what it portrays, what it ministers is hideous. So, clean or unclean. And we are called to be clean. We are called to be holy. And again, that scripture in Revelation, I don't have it in my notes, but it's on the back of the book. And Jesus says, I'm coming. And he that is unjust, let him be unjust just still. In other words, when I get there, there's no time to change. Change now. He which is filthy, let him be filthy still. I'm so thankful for the blood of Jesus that cleanses us and makes us clean. And for the leading of His Holy Spirit that works to keep us clean. Works saying, avoid where you step. And with these things in mind, let's pray. Father, we thank you so much for your precious Holy Spirit. Lord, now let every one of us have such a close relationship with you, where we hear the voice of your Spirit leading us. Lord, where we can sense things that aren't right. Because we're in tune with you. Help us to be those, Lord, who are right there. We're so in tune with you that we sense things that are off, things that are foul. Lord, I pray that you help me be one of those people to sense that in people. I pray in the name of Jesus. Lord, we are called to be yours, holy and full of the Holy Spirit, people of discernment, people who have eyes to see. Help us to be those people, Lord God. For we are called to be yours and holy. In Jesus' name, amen. And as you walk with God, I have found out, and I was told many years ago, that your spirit is kind of like your nose. And if your nose works well, you can, you smell something that's go off. I don't know where it is, but something in here is not quite right. You know what I mean? I see my wife do that in the refrigerator. Open the refrigerator and something in here, maybe something old in the back of the refrigerator, you can't find it. You go, oh, there it is, way back up in there, and it's been there for too long, and it's starting to give off an odor. Now she didn't see it, but she sensed it. Okay? Your spirit is kind of like your nose. Often you'll sense it before you see it. Okay. Have you ever been around a person who just felt creepy? You know what I'm talking about? Like, wow. The Holy Spirit helps us to sense. And again, sometimes you can sense things that are not right, or people who are unclean. I can sense it on people, especially if they have a regular diet of pornography. Okay, I can sense it. You could feel the garbage on it. And women are really good at that. Feel the garbage on it. You walk past with a guy who's been soaking in a lot of porn, and you walk past him and you want to go, oh, let's cover up. You know? You are discerning. And the Lord wants to fine-tune it. And I mean, really fine-tune it for every one of us. And some of us are really called to that. Andrew was really called to that. One of the first things the Lord showed me when I first got the chance to meet you was that you are called to be a person of such discernment that you'll be a tough guy to lie to. Okay? Indeed.